Hello, in the following video we will be seeing Shopify's Subscriptions app. This application can be used for managing subscription products in your Shopify store. The application is entirely free, as you can see over here, and it is developed and maintained by Shopify. As you can see over here, some of the things we can do with this application include offer auto-bill subscriptions that renew on a weekly, monthly, or yearly basis with a discount, as most customers will expect some sort of discount when talking about subscription products. Allow your customers to cancel, skip, or pause any subscription. Use a customizable email template for order confirmations or payment reminders. And access reporting to analyze your store subscriptions performance. Also, recently Shopify made subscriptions available in POS or point of sale. And this app over here, as you can see, works with Shopify POS. So these latest changes should also be supported by this app. And with all of that being said, let's get started. So here I have a newly created Shopify store, and I am going to install the subscriptions app as it doesn't come installed by default. So let's look for Shopify subscriptions and click over here, and it will be this one. So I will click on install. And you can see over here that we now have the app installed in this store. The first thing you will see is this setup guide, which you can follow if you want. However, we will focus in this video directly in creating a subscription plan. So I will click here on plans and click on subscription plan. Now over here we have a couple of fields that we can fill. The first one being the title. This appears in your store's front end, meaning the customer will see this. I will leave it as subscribe and save, but as you can see, this is an input field, so you can type anything you want over here. Then you have the internal description, which, as you can see, is only for you. It can only be seen internally, so let's add subscription test. And over here, we can select the products that apply for the subscription plan. So let's say that I want this to apply to this product and this product. Let's select them. And you can see over here that now the subscription plan applies to both this product and this product. I also have the option of just selecting a variant of a product to include here. So for example, let's say that I want the subscription to only apply to this down variant of the complete snowboard product. I can do that, and then the other 4 variants for this product do not have a subscription plan option, but that one does. And even though you see all of these products listed one after the other over here, it does not mean that the subscription plan we are creating will offer the 3 of them simultaneously. What this means is that whatever options we set over here will be offered here, here, and here, but the customer will subscribe to each product individually. They are not bundled together. Now for the discounts, over here we can either offer a discount or not offer it. As I mentioned earlier in the video, normally subscriptions do offer a discount, so we are going to do that. But if for some reason you don't want to do that, you can disable this checkbox. So let's say that we want to deliver this monthly with a discount of 15% off, meaning that the customer will be paying monthly for this product and it will be discounted for them at a 15% off price. Then we will give them the option to get it delivered every 2 months at a 10% discount. And then we will give them the option of get it delivered once a year or yearly at a 5% discount. So let's save this. And we have created this subscription plan. If I click over here in plans again, you can see how that looks like. And then if I click on this and click on any of these products, such as this one, I get navigated to its page in the admin. And if we scroll down over here, we see the subscription summary. We can see that it is coming from this app, and we can see the 3 options we have available. Deliver every month at a 15% discount, deliver every 2 months at a 10% discount, or deliver every year at a 5% discount. And now let's go to the store and let's enable this app. Because if you were to visit this product page right now, you will not see the subscription plans. And that is because we have to click on Customize here, click on App Embeds, and enable this subscription widget. Then we will go to Products, the product template. And over here, we will have to add the block for this app, which is subscription widget. Let's add this below the variant picker. And let's change the product that we are previewing here to be the collection snowboard liquid, which is one that has subscriptions. And you can see over here how that looks like. Let's save. And this is the default look we get. If we click on this, we have some customization options, as you can see over here. For instance, we can customize the thickness of the border that we are seeing. If I want to make it much thicker, I can do that. I can also customize the color or remove the border altogether. I can add a border radius. Also, I can add a subscription policy link. For example, over here, I connected this to the product URL as an example. Obviously, if you have a subscription policy link, you will actually link to that over here. And then we can save. And we can preview this theme to test how this looks like. So let's click over here on Preview. And let's look for this product. And you can see over here that I have my options. I can use one-time purchase to only buy the product once, or I can subscribe to any of these plans and get an appropriate discount, the discount that says over here. We can also look for the computer snowboard, and we can see over here that by default, it doesn't show subscription plans, as this variant doesn't have subscription plans attached to it. However, the down variant does. So when I click on that, we see that there are the subscription plans. So let's add this one to the cart on a monthly basis. And then let's go over here and add this one to the cart on a yearly basis. You can see over here that it says deliver every year, deliver every month, and the discount that the customer is getting. And then we can go to checkout. Once again, we see here that this is delivered every month, this is delivered every year, and over here it says that this order has a recurring charge for multiple items. I fill this checkout form off camera, and you can see over here that in shipping, we are once again reiterated that this order includes recurring shipments of these two products. So now, let's click on Pay Now. And you can see over here that the order has been placed. We have two recurring shipments. And now let's see how that looks like in the admin. We can see over here in orders that when this order was created, it got the tags, subscription, and subscription first order. If we click on this, we can see that these are subscription products managed by this app. And if I go to the subscriptions app, click on contracts, this is where you will see every subscription that your customers have made. And we can see over here that we get one for every item. We don't get one for every order. It is one for every item that has a subscription attached to it. And when we click on this, it will make sense, as you are able to pause or cancel items individually. So if I wanted to pause the subscription, I will just click on this. Or if I wanted to cancel it, I will click on this button. Also, I can see over here all of the upcoming deliveries. And if I wanted to skip any of these, I can do that as well. And from the customer side, when you place a subscription order, you will get an email such as this. So if I click on this email, you can see that this is the template that it is using. I get one for every subscription item. So I got one only for this item. And then I got one only for the other item. Once this loads over here, we are going to be seeing that. So I got one for the other item as well. Now, if I click on this Manage Your Subscription link, I should be able to cancel the subscription or skip shipments and all of that. However, this link isn't working at the moment. And actually, this issue happened because we haven't enabled the subscription page in the admin. So let's do that. Let's click here on Settings. Let's go to Checkout. Customize over here on the live one. And then I will click on this Apps icon. Over here, from the Subscriptions app, we can see that there is a management page. We can add that to the Accounts page. And we can optionally add this to the menu, which is recommended, so customers can land here if they want. Let's click here on Save. We can change the title, so Subscriptions, for example. Let's click Save. And now that we have this enabled, let's leave this. And let's try reloading this page. And now we can see this subscription. And like we saw from the admin side, we have the option of skipping a delivery, pausing the subscription, canceling the subscription, and seeing over here, show upcoming orders. We can skip this if we want. And if I go to orders, then once again to the subscriptions, I can see the list of my subscriptions and I can click on view details or manage and skip next order or pause. And now that we've gone to the admin of checkout to edit the things that the subscription app adds, let's go here once again and let's add these other two blocks. So let's add manage subscription button to the orders and order status page. And let's also go ahead and add the manage subscription link to the thank you page. Over here in this preview, you can see that we get this banner now for a call to action to manage the subscription if the order includes a subscription. We can click here and save. And then to see the other block, if we click here on orders, you can see that now there is a manage subscriptions button. If I click on this, I go to the subscriptions page, the same link as if I clicked over here at the top. And going back to the admin panel over here, let's click on settings to see the settings that we have available with this app, starting with things related to billing. So if the payment method fails, for instance, if the customer's card expires or is canceled during the subscription period, then we can set over here what behavior we want to happen. We have by default a maximum of 3 reattempts that are separated in 7-day intervals. And then when all of these reattempts fail, we can try over here any of these actions. We can either skip order and send a notification, pause the subscription, or cancel the subscription altogether. All of this while sending a notification to the customer so the customer knows what happened. Also, if the issue happens on your end because you don't have enough inventory available, you can set over here notifications so you are aware of that and can fix the issue. Next, we have settings related to the subscription widget. Over here, we can get instructions on how to install that, although we saw already how to do it in this video. Next, if you wanted to add a link to directly manage subscriptions in your store, then this is the URL you should add to your navigation bar. And lastly, over here, you can configure the notifications that your customers get related to subscriptions. Finally, going back to the store's frontend, let's say that you wanted to customize how this widget looks like. As you can see from the options we have available in the admin, when I click here on Customize and go to Products and click on this, the options here are very limited. If I wanted to do something more complex, then I will need to use CSS, and fortunately, we are able to do that. As if I inspect this element over here, this is just a regular HTML element with regular CSS classes that have some styles over here, which we can overwrite. So let's click here on Edit Code. Let's wait for the editor to load, and then let's look for product information over here. And let's add some CSS over here in this style sheet block. In this case, let's say that I wanted to remove this padding. So I will copy this selector over here. And to have more specificity, we have to find a parent class name we can add beforehand. So let's say that I wanted to add product information. So let's do product information like this. And let's do padding inline 0. Then let's say that I also wanted to set the font weight over here to be bold. I have this subscription field set. I'll paste this. I will add product information over here. And I will say font weight bold. And let's save this. Let's refresh this page over here. And now you can see that we don't have this padding anymore. And the font weight is bold. Let's go to the admin actually. Let's click here on customize to remove that border. So let's go to products once again. Let's click on this and let's remove the border altogether. Let's refresh this. And now this is how this is looking. And if I wanted to change the highlight color over here for the selected option, I could do that as well. So for example, here, let's do product information, subscription field set. There's that over here. And input, and then let's say accent color. Let's say that this will be black. So it matches the other accent colors in this store. If I refresh this page over here, now you can see that this is black. And if I select any other options, they are also used in black. And this is just an example. As you can target this with CSS, you can keep customizing this to get the look and feel you want. And that's it for this video. As you can see, the Subscriptions app offers a few basic options to manage subscriptions in your store, and it is pretty well integrated with the new customer accounts. If your use case is not covered by this app, for example, in something like prepaid subscriptions, then you will need to check out some more advanced alternatives in the Shopify App Store. And with that, if you found this video helpful, remember to like and subscribe for more Shopify-related content, and I will see you all in the next one.